Hey man, you wrecked my life. I'm just kidding. I don't even know you. This is YouTube, right? Homer Cocktail doing some vlogging, and you're going to see a backlog video right now. Okay, doing some more vlogging here. Sun's rising over there. It's a little more than a little past 6 in the morning. I started a job search yesterday, and a couple of weeks ago, got a letter saying I'm cleared to work. Been on disability for about 13 and a half years. And I want to talk about some of the circumstances that led up to that. I've done many of these vlogs trying to explain, but once in a while it focuses on something or another, and you know, so some of the things I haven't really touched a whole lot. I went to Venezuela in the autumn of '98, and you know, I've touched on that part, but what I haven't said is when I was there, we got to the capital of Caracas. That was the first place we went, and then we flew, or we wound up at this little retreat to get acquainted with each other. And we went there for a few days. And early on, what I noticed was, there's a lot of talk of two things. Venezuela borders Colombia to the east. There's a lot of talk of cocaine. There's a lot of talk of the CIA. And after we went to this retreat, we went to this town called Mérida. And then the first place after Mérida, which, I came home early, but we were going to wind up at this border town, a real small place on the border of Venezuela and Colombia. And while we were at this retreat, though, it was like hacienda in the middle of nowhere. We're surrounded by this lush environment. We'd shoot some leaves, and I'm almost sure they said they're coca leaves. Which I started wondering, what the fuck is this? Is cocaine? Is this cocaine? Unrefined cocaine, or coca leaves? Is cocoa like chocolate cocoa? Are they the same thing? And kind of ignorant about the whole thing. Watched a documentary on Netflix this past year, and sure enough, it's very common in South America, and they're unabashed about it. They're unabashed about chewing coke. The plant that you get cocaine from. And I think that's what we were chewing. I'm almost sure that's what we were chewing. And this documentary said that the United States government tries to make this stuff illegal for South Americans to do, and they've been doing it for centuries. And to them, it's not a drug. To them, it's something that helps them suppress hunger, and it's just a cultural thing that they do. But anyhow, I might go inside because this guy's attacking me. Anyhow, so at some point, now there's other things that happened. There's other things that happened there. One of the things that happened was that dog poster. See it? Dog's playing poker. Another thing that happened was we went to clubs. You know, we went to clubs. I stayed with the host family. And I felt baited in some ways. I felt baited. One of the girls that went, she'd been in a couple of my classes. And she was very open about that she used to do cocaine, or she tried cocaine when she was in high school. And for some reason, I had this idea that whatever program I was part of, this external studies program from this small private school in Claremont, I started thinking that they were overtly connected with the drug trade through the CIA. But not only that, when I was there, I started getting these strange sensations that I'd never had before. I started getting these images in my head, you know, not just regular thoughts. It felt like there was a slide, you know those ViewMaster, old-fashioned ViewMasters. It felt like there was like a slot in my head, and someone just inserted an image, and I couldn't shake this fucking. It felt foreign, okay, and so I came back early because there were strange political things going on. Hugo Chavez was running for president, by the way. And they said not to get involved with politics, but I was the only guy in the program. Okay. And I was the only guy in the program. And what I'm doing here is I'm peeling the mental onion, by the way. What I'm trying to do here is peel the mental onion. Okay. And I keep a lot of my paperwork. I'm going to go ahead and look for the paperwork here. So, right here. Here it is right here. See, Antonio, 1998, Pitzer College in Venezuela. So you know that I was down there. I was the only guy in the program here. Okay. So, anyhow, I got back, by the way. Let's see here. Okay. And what you'll notice, there's only first names here. See, yeah, all the girls started with a J. And Eddie. See, I was the only guy in the program that semester. I got back, by the way, and there's a phone number, which I'm not going to show the phone number, but emergency only. And I was having a personal emergency. Eventually I graduated from the school in 2011. Now the whole reason I'm doing this video right now is that it's been hard to find employment. Because when I came back, I've never had voices, you know, what they call voices, auditory hallucinations. I actually kind of have, you know, but I have many friends that were casual, you know, smoking marijuana, and once in a while you have these mild hallucinations, but I was having them even when, you know, I was sober here. And it started in Venezuela. This whole thing started in Venezuela. I started thinking maybe, you know, there was something. Maybe I went to a couple nightclubs with a couple of the girls there. Maybe I had slipped a drug or something that was different than anything I had. Or either way, I went many years fighting these things. Okay. And eventually they seemed to come under control where I figured, okay, I can function. And we're coming on 10 minutes. And I might do some more of this vlogging. But I went to a temp agency, and since I've been out of work so long, they said in my 7 years of trying the forklift, not going to matter. So I'm on the road to try to find employment or some kind of resolution here. So that's all. Okay, this is Citrus Avenue in Fontana right here. It's going to be turned into one of those super, you know, construction things, bridges, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. I can see there's a lot of traffic on the freeway right now. Okay, that's all.